Hi, I'm Pattu from freefincal. Let's take a look at three small cap funds that have outperformed the Nifty Next 50 consistently. I should say only three small cap funds. Before we do that, yesterday I had published the Nifty 50 stocks with weights for October. Today I have just posted the Nifty Next 50 stocks with weights for October. We have a quick look at them. So these are the weights. You can go to freefincal and look at the weights. If you look at Reliance, it has got 14.9% exposure to the Nifty 50. That's just huge for one stock, up from 13.63% last month. The top 5 stocks of Nifty account for 44% of it, and the top 10, 62%. Comparatively, the Nifty Next 50 is less concentrated. The top 5 stocks constitute about 19.81. The top stock is of Avenue Supermarkets with 4%, 4.3%. And the top 10 of Nifty Next 50 is only 36.24%, almost half of that of the Nifty. This brings us to the problem of the market imbalance. If this kind of concentration risk will never go away, it's always going to be there. Just that if just these top 3 or 4 stocks do well and the rest of the market is not doing well, then it's very difficult for us to use Nifty or Nifty Next 50 even to judge fund managers. How are we going to judge fund managers? Nifty or the Nifty 100, I should say. How are we going to judge fund managers if they don't have these kind of if, for example, if a fund manager doesn't have Reliance, if a large cap guy who doesn't have Reliance would find it very difficult to beat the Nifty. So that's a problem that has crept in, at least visibly, in the Indian markets for the last couple of years. We don't know when it's going to resolve. Let's keep an eye out. So coming back to the small cap, we just saw the mid cap post. We looked at 4 mid cap mutual funds, that have outperformed the Nifty Next 50. We are now going to see only 3 small caps have done it. So again, the basic conclusion from this study is that the Nifty Next 50 is a better bet than actively managed mid cap and small cap mutual funds. So this is the full list of the small caps. We did not consider a few of them. For example, the BOI, Canara Robeco, Edelweiss, IDBI, Invesco, and Principal. They didn't have history enough to consider to qualify for this study. So over 5 years, only 6 out of 14 funds have outperformed the Nifty Next 50 with a return consistency of 70% of more. Over 4 years, it's 5 out of 14 funds. Over 3 years, it is 4 out of 14 funds. And if you consider the 3 funds that have qualified over 5 and 4 and 3 years, these are SBI Small Cap, Nippon India Small Cap, and L&T Emerging Business. It's just baffling when AMC has got a small cap fund that is doing so well. Why are they introducing a small cap 250 index fund? It's just bizarre. I mean, I don't know where is that kind of product placement logic. I mean, there should be some kind of logic in introducing a product, right? I don't know how to even begin talking about this. So I have plenty of resources for Nifty Next 50 done over the past. I've talked about why it is not a large cap index. It's got something called impact cost, which is very high. Impact cost meaning if you want to sell large quantities of Nifty stocks, you can do that without too much of a price difference between buying and selling price difference. But if you want to move large quantities of Nifty Next 50 stocks, especially the bottom 10 stocks of Nifty Next 50, there will be a huge gap between the buying price and selling price. This is not related to any expense. There's just a gap because of the demand and supply mismatch in the market, and that's the reason why we don't refer to Nifty Next 50 as a large cap. At least we should not. SEBI, I don't know what to say about that. Another problem with the Nifty Next 50 is, or with any other thing, is that we can't be expecting double-digit returns from it just because we are taking on more risk. The returns have come down in the past. I had also talked about when you should use Axis Nifty 100 index fund and when you should use Nifty and Nifty Next 50 separately, and so on. And I also talked about there's no need for you to worry about rebalancing between Nifty and Nifty Next 50. So go check out those posts, and I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.